So that I can remember.
Yeah.
Made me to remind that.
So the head of school was Sunil Mulkund, Chenchalakshmi, co-editor Pooja Aithal, and we are all from the English community. Nikita Burte, I am myself Kevin Koshi, Tasneem, Niti, Farheen, Anaga.
I won't remember so. Fine. Yeah.
Okay. So what is all about this?
Sir, why medicine, sir? We'll start from the basic onwards. Why you choose medicine?
Okay. It is not my dream or this one. It is my family's dream. Because we have a big joint family from village background. So my brother and my whole family, they wanted one person to be a doctor. So I was the only one studying, So they wanted me to do medicine. So I just landed there. My dream was different, but I landed in medicine. But I'm enjoying it. My dream is I wanted to do agriculture, farming. Okay. So I tried after my PUC for AC agriculture. I didn't get. So I continued my studies into the BSc. So where I got the gold medal. So on that basis I got selected to the medicine. After that, then again post-graduation in medicine. So in the government quota I studied in Mysore. That's all.
Same question to me.
Yes, sir.
I want to split your question into two. Both are interesting. I became an MBBS doctor just because of maybe some family pressure. They wanted me to become a doctor. Most of you also. There may be some pressure from doctor. They tell I had cut open some baby's abdomen when I was maybe 10 years old, 9 years old, thinking that I'm going to do a surgery.
Oh my.
Luckily, the baby was saved. I also was saved. I mean, it was a small event, but maybe some dragging force towards this. But MD medicine, it's a clear picture. I hate surgery. Okay, so it was not like I wanted to become medicine. I just wanted a branch which is non-operative. I have attended one single delivery in my internship. I've seen it from that distance. Once the baby is out, we all ran towards the baby, and I remember the gynecologist shouting that still one stage of labor is pending. Gynac posting, very well. And yeah, that's the one thing. And the MD medicine is something which requires brain. All other fields require skill. I may not be much skilled person, but definitely I know where to use my brain. So I thought that, and whatever field you choose, you should have interest in it. Not because the rank, the situation makes you to take that branch. It's all advice to you people also. Once you become a post MBBS, once you finish internship, you will enjoy internship. Once you are done with the last day of internship, what tomorrow? Suddenly everything becomes blank. We feel like we are just past 12th and we are waiting for again one more counseling. So always wait, study hard, try to choose a branch in which you are interested in, because there is no retirement in our profession. Okay, 70, 80, you have to practice. You can see in our departments around the world. People practice with that zeal, continue that thing. Without interest, it is not possible. Yes, out of interest, I have chosen this branch, and non-interest to other fields that are chosen.
Sir, and UG and PG,
Where? I finished my MBBS in my joining batch. MBBS is 1992, 97 I finished. MD, we had 1 year medical officer post compulsory during our government post that I finished. Then I joined medicine and I finished in 2002. And 2 years I worked in a critical care setup. Then I finished that. During that phase, I had a post-MD, a severe abdominal pain, and doctors are worst patients. Okay, they treat, but they don't want to investigate themselves. It was acute appendicitis during my exam days. It burst open, ended up in sepsis, septic shock, 1 month ICU. That killed that precious time and interest of super specialty. Nothing is like we just settled down, came to Hubli, joined this nice institute. Enjoying my stay here.
Sir, what are your interests and passion other than medicine?
Yeah, if you do medicine, then medicine itself becomes your interest and only interest. So, free times hard to get. Again, that universal truth for every doctor. But in your free time, I would like to listen to some soft music. I love cricket, though I have not played. I'm good in indoor games, but I never was an active athlete or outdoor games. I never played, but I have interest towards sports, watching TV.
Any cooking, sir?
Yeah, I can cook Maggie well. My father has the biggest advice which helped me a lot in my life. Never enter a kitchen. Once your wife comes to know that you can cook, those days will keep repeating. So always, for this question I should have told that I don't know anything, but because between you and us, I know Maggie.
Because people told you in between
Yeah. I can cook very well in 2 minutes. That's also not bad.
Same question. Pardon? Same
question. Okay, apart from medicine, my passion is towards photography. It's immense. I love photography. I love photography, and trust me, after my post-graduation, I joined the government service. Okay, 3 years I was in Shigam. So at that time, it was hardly 1,800 rupees salary. Okay, but to buy a camera, it was my big dream. So at that time was Canon T90. So that cost is around 20,000 at that time. So my friend used to come from Dubai all the time, every year for the vacation. They used to motivate us, come to Dubai. So after 3 years, we decided, because of the family financial commitment, then we decided, okay, we'll go to Dubai. We work for 2 years and we'll buy the camera and come back. No, this is the real thing happened. We want to go to Dubai and finish some financial commitments there and buy a camera and come back. But that 2 years took 25 years. So after that 25 years, finally I bought all the Nikon system and working on it, and I really enjoy the photography and gardening.
Don't write the sir took 25 years to Along with that, he did a lot of other things. Nice girl.
And helping especially the people who are poor background and interested to learn and education. So I do that one also. I'm sponsoring so many kids. It's going on.
He has, I think, two.
One, actually I adopted my own school where it was very small. I'm coming from a very small village. Okay? So I adopted that government school, and we gave the land 2.5 acres, and we built the school, and it was about to close. Now it is one of the best government school in Haveri district. Okay, and last year, the previous year and last year, that boy from our school, government school, okay, he stood first to the Haveri district. He scored 98%. Okay, there are so many private schools in my area and everywhere, but we beat them all. And I'm sponsoring one boy for IAS, one girl for MTech, 6 kids for PUC, something like that is going on. Whoever comes to me, I will first check whether he deserves. Okay, I cannot just sponsor anyone. Okay. It's like just a sponsoring education for the especially poor kids.
It's only a person who has come from grassroots level. He can understand the struggle to come to a particular level, and definitely it requires big heart. A lot of people earn money to earn for a cause apart from the camera. I keep telling that. It really requires big effort to contribute to the society to that extent. In this, our mama is good in that. So,
I put around 80 lakhs rupees for that school and other kids and all. Now I reduce little bit because I now landed in India.
Steve.
Yes. Okay.
So how were your college days as a student?
I'm notorious. Really, I'm notorious guy. And my wife till today she will tell, if I'm studying in same college, I would not have married you. Too much we enjoyed, at the core. But we are not that destructive, but enjoyment and hostel life is ultimate. And I used to bring that thumbtack.
Now also.
It is there with me all the time, Holi and all. We used to, Davangere, I finished my undergraduates in Davangere and postgraduates in Mysore. A lot of friends and we used to enjoy too much. So, but finally landed here.
Yes, Steve.
About your undergraduate days?
Again, it's quite busy.
Yes.
My MBBS days, I was very introvert. Fellow, you can say bookworm or whatever. I used to read everything. We had one and a half every year pattern. That should be there now also. It's like a concrete. The most enjoyable period of an MBBS student is first year. That anatomy hall, that physiology, these things, biochemistry, breaking those test tubes, just a fun. So I was like too much bookish fellow, and probably I used to finish the whole portion in 9-10 months. Just read, and when all other students used to read, I used to disturb them. But yeah, the things changed. Internship changed my overall personal pattern of life. Become a lot of friends and other things. PJ was really devastated. What you can think of me now. Okay. That's all because of my teachers. MD medicine will be a copy of his PG guide. That aggression and these things will increase. Whole purpose is for the students' betterment always. I was quite open-minded during my PG days. Of course, we enjoyed our life. We never used to miss a person's birthday, friend's birthday. In fact, 4 days to my MD practicals. In fact, we were out enjoying for one day. Somebody else brought us to the hospital. We opened our eyes. Our HOD was standing when it's your exam. The thing is, always as a doctor, it's difficult to find time, but you should see that how to enjoy life also. Seeing patients one part, the responsibility and the pressure, whatever is there, you should learn the art to absorb it also. If you overlook, take interview of any doctor who is there probably in STM or anywhere, they may show a face, they may absorb the patient's stress and treat them, But when they are in their groups, with their friends, they're totally different people. They just forget that they are doctors. So, enjoy life, that's not the only thing, but regarding extracurricular also I have something to say. You are here for becoming doctors. You are not here to become a cricket player, basketball player, volleyball player. Committee should be there to learn, but you are not going to become a publisher or
Because
the basic thing that should be there. Other things out of interest.
because our profession is too much stressful, no? You have to find out some way out to release your stress. Either do cricketing or hockey or playing or photography or do whatever it is. But that is going out with the friends and all. That is a stress buster. So what sir told, when we are with the friends, we are not doctors. It is like that. So we really enjoy. We really enjoy when we go out with the friends and all.
Still we have a very good medicine department.
Yes, wonderful department.
We don't have any interpersonal these things. We are very close to each other. We forget the age. Now he is 60 and 40. Our namesake I call him Mama.
No, really, I am very lucky. I never imagined before coming to STM, I was, ऐसा हो सकता है डिपार्टमेंट करके सोचा भी नहीं था. इतना अच्छा डिपार्टमेंट, इतना स्पोर्टिव डिपार्टमेंट, wonderful people, the main center of attraction.
It's actually ably led by our HOD, who is like a shock absorber for us.
Yes.
Any problem we go there, in 2 minutes he pulls us down, sends us back. Similarly is with the students. A lot of good things to learn from him also, how to absorb pressure. It's a very disturbing
Like
thing.
Bishmachar.
The guy from, you can cut this thing. A lot of things are involved in you as a MBBS, MD or doctor here, or your family and behind that. And a person who is mentally stable should enter this field. Or if he is not stable, he should try to make it stable first before learning this. There is no point in losing a life which has been brought up to till date by the parents and other professions. Of course, there is a lot of stress in our profession, but take any profession. To compare an engineer and a medico, okay, what do you think, where the stress is more? Stress is more in our profession.
Because we are dealing with life.
Where the most depression cases come, they come from the engineering side. Why? No. Strenuous curriculum. See, a studious student going to engineer, 4 years, campus interview, before his result comes, he is picked by MNC. He don't know what life is. He gets perks in lakhs. You don't know what to do with that money. Okay? So, suddenly one small event in life, they can't absorb it. Here, we all have blessed with teachers like me. I know how to give pressure, stress, tension.
इसका नाम सुनते ही सब लोग
Not like that.
No, it's not like that, but
So, gradually you are put into pressure. Always told students, you stand for hours during clinics. Now you are sitting, but ideally you should stand bedside. Right? Why it is? Anybody can tell me?
It keeps you alert.
Maybe.
Strong work, very strong work.
Yes. Say she is attending a obstructed labor and she is struggling to get the baby out and it's 1 hour to her, she is operating with difficult surgery. After 1 hour if she faints, what will happen to the patient? So, this is just a type of absorbing the stress I am telling you. You may feel, oh, horrible this thing man, this posting, I have to stand for hours. If you just think that, okay, this may be also a training of our curriculum, teaching, there is a stress. It will make you stronger. We start rounds at 9, we finish rounds at 1. And somebody was joking last still water, very much senior batch. What medicine people do? They start the rounds in the morning. They start the rounds in the evening. Okay, as simple as that. Suddenly brain में कोई निकल जाती है. Okay, that much we will keep walking, keep moving. We will not sit also. Don't feel bad. Okay. So everything, if you take it as a sort of training only, you won't feel bad about whatever happening with you. Or PGs day and night they sit, watch, see the patients. They won't eat also. Okay, if they feel bad, okay, I'm so much stressed, I'm working like this. The same guy would have opted for SDM just because there are a lot of cases, lot of teaching material. When the same teaching material comes in front of you, you start feeling tired, busy, hectic schedule, PG is not getting time. What if after passing same number of patients come to you, you are seeing 100 OPDs, you will tell, oh, it's hectic, busy, I can't see this much patients, money will be coming, you will sit and see, you will enjoy that.
This type of complaint will come when you won't enjoy your profession.
Yes, the proper selection of a course.
Okay, if you enjoy your branch, you won't get tired. Really, you won't get tired, just now, professor, one of my professor is telling me this one. When Dr. Swamy is coming and when he is going, because whenever I see he is in the hospital. Okay, my senior professor, who are just laughing. So I won't get tired, because I love this profession. That should be the attitude. You are saying things.
Especially, you should love your profession, especially your branch.
Okay, whatever the branch you choose, but you should dedicate.
Something it has medical reason also. So you all are sitting here listening to me or him and writing something. Anybody is feeling any ache, pain, anything?
Diabetes.
Finish this work. Finish this work like this. Finish this work. Go to room. Sit idle. Every profession. Of course, there is a lot of stress in our profession. But take any profession. To compare an engineer and a medico. Okay. What do you think? Where the stress is more? Stress is more in our profession.
Because we are dealing with life.
Where the most depression cases come, they come from the engineering side. Why? No. Strenuous curriculum. Strenuous curriculum. See, a studious student going to engineer, 4 years, campus interview, before his result comes, he is picked by MNC. He don't know what life is. He gets perks in lakhs. You don't know what to do with that money. Okay. So suddenly one small event in life, they can't absorb it. Here, we all have blessed with teachers like me. I know how to give pressure, stress, tension.
इसका नाम सुनते सब लोग
Not like that.
No, it's not like that, but
So gradually you are put into pressure. Always stood students, you stand for hours during clinics. Now you are sitting, but ideally you should stand bedside. Right? Why it is? Anybody can tell me?
Keeps you alert.
Okay, maybe.
Stronger, very stronger.
Yes.
Yes.
Say she is attending a obstructed labor and she is struggling to get the baby out and it's 1 hour to her. She is operating with difficult surgery. After 1 hour, if she faints, what will happen to the patient? So this is just a type of absorbing the stress I am telling. You may feel horrible this thing, man, this posting, I have to stand for hours. If you just think that, okay, this is maybe also a training of our curriculum, teaching, there is a stress. It will make you stronger. We start rounds at 9, we finish rounds at 1. And somebody was joking last still water, very much senior batch. What medicine people do? They start the rounds in the morning, they start the rounds in the evening. Okay, as simple as that. So
no
suddenly
break.
में कोई निकल जाती है. Okay, that much we will keep walking, keep moving. We will not sit also. Don't feel bad. Okay. So everything, if you take it as a sort of training only, you won't feel bad about whatever happening with you. Or PGs day and night, they sit, watch, see the patients. They won't eat also. Okay, if they feel bad, okay, I'm so much stressed, I'm working like this. The same guy would have opted for SDM just because there are a lot of cases, lot of teaching material. When the same teaching material comes in front of you, you start feeling tired, busy, hectic schedule, PG is not getting time. What if after passing same number of patients come to you, you are seeing 100 OPDs, you will tell, oh, it's hectic, busy, I can't see this much patients, money will be coming, you will sit and see, you will enjoy that.
This type of complaint will come when you won't enjoy your profession.
Yes, the proper selection of a course.
Okay, if you enjoy your branch, you won't get tired. Really, you won't get tired, just now, professor, one of my professor is telling me this one. When Dr. Swamy is coming and when he is going, because whenever I see he is in the hospital. Okay, my senior professor, who are just laughing. So I won't get tired, because I love this profession. That should be the attitude. You are youngsters especially, you should love your profession, especially your branch. Okay, whatever the branch you choose, but you should dedicate.
Something it has medical reason also. So you all are sitting here listening to me or him and writing something. Anybody is feeling any ache, pain, anything? Are you breathless? Now finish this work. Finish this work. Cut this. Finish this work. Go to room. Sit idle. Take 2-3 deep breaths. You may feel heavy because empty mind, no other work for it. These small aches start coming in front of you. That's the thing. Like you apply yourself. No work is hard. You can finish those things. You can take up any profession, any branch, and do justice to yourself and to your patients. Just keep your mind engaged in a right direction. Those unnecessary things will not come to anything.
Always keep yourself busy.
Right.
And take a break.
We should allow them to ask questions.
Yes.
So adding to what you said now, right now you're all experienced about all of this. But in your UG life, at some point if there's this pressure, and very rarely you have that one question in your head, why did I take this up? Has that ever happened in your UG life?
Medicine.
Yeah, under.
For me, no. Once I
Entered class, I accepted.
Okay.
So it didn't come to my mind, and the final year, I dropped the subject without telling my parents, my brother. Okay, so when he came to know that I dropped the subject, means I postponed the final exams one term extra. No? So he was very much upset and distressed, and at that time I was little disturbed. Maybe I did a mistake and all. Because I didn't study well at that time, because I didn't cover that subject. So I thought, okay, I will take my time. So they take it very seriously. At that time I felt a little bit bad. After that, nothing.
Same
Same
thing.
question.
And whether, like, if you ever felt like that even for the smallest moment, what was it that helped you overcome that?
Once, not during MBBS, but during internship, when I was being ward and writing a history sheet, my friend called me, Kiran Aithal made that. He took up engineering. He was in Singapore that time. Just give a call. What are you doing? I was writing history sheet I was writing. PG was behind me. That time our earning was 999 rupees per month. That was a stipend given for the interns. And he was by that time earning around 50,000-60,000 rupees per month. That's exactly after 4.5 years of this thing. But of course, there as far as the profession or the course as such concerned, never we felt, because probably at the end of 12th, I had no other options in my mind than becoming a doctor. And I didn't have anybody, family cases I have admitted outside. I come to SDM, try to come to SDM on time most of the time. I do justice for my stay in SDM. I don't go and leave home. 5 o'clock I leave from here, 5:30 reach Hubli. Again, half an hour break at home. 6 o'clock I start my clinic. I finish it at around 10:30, 11. And this is going on for 13 years of my stay in SDM. So, yes, without your interest in this, you can't do this. So, yeah, if anybody still think that they are not prepared for such a busy schedule, okay, they should think about the course right now also. Because it's not my story. It will be all your story after around 10 years. You all will be like this. Whatever amount you want to cut down your practice. In the beginning you feel like I should see more cases. And once patients start flowing, you can't cut down your practice. There is no other way. You can't cut down your practice. Then it becomes a burden if you think that it's a burden. If you keep enjoying it, it will be enjoyable course throughout. So, this will go off. What I'm telling again is you will have to cut if I remember you.
So how did the two of you become close friends? Is there any one particular thing that brought you close?
No, joking. Maybe his nature than my nature. If again a 60-year-old man can mingle with other people so well, everybody will be friends. It's not like me. Maybe whole hospital will be his friends one day. And he is such a nice character to move around and be with. Okay. And yes, he is always laughing in the dark kind of. And keep you also smiling. You'll forget your always misery, small problems. In fact, my colleague just relieved from SDM and he started whole practice under Mahabhashya. He always used to say, neither a single day while coming to SDM, again I have to go there. He never felt in life. I mean, throughout his stay in SDM. That sort of department we carry.
We deal with each other so well.
Especially our mama. And he treats us like a other.
Yes,
He takes care of us. He takes us outside, fulfill our needs. He invites us to his home also. His wife is a very good cook. He gives us treats. He has not given after telling here, it's documented. He is going to call me to his house.
Now every time I am calling, these people are so busy. They are not finding time.
No, we find time, but I told you, no, we will call at 11. Mama, where are you? I'm ready, where I should come.
By 10 o'clock I am out, class. These people's day starts at 9, 10:30, 11 o'clock. After finishing this one, all the professional commitments, But as he told, I try to mix with all age groups, irrespective of this one, and laughing.
And one more request, we mentioned 2-3 times the age, don't mention it.
So, no, there are quite a few questions. So, another thing is, as you said, your lives are very hectic because most of the time spent in
Not everybody's life in this profession.
So, as doctors as a whole, But also another thing is in this profession you need to be updated because there are changes happening. And so when do you find time to update yourselves, read, and what are the sources of your
Basically, my first source is YouTube. As a person who teaches, there is no compulsion that he should know all the answers also. Am I right? Again, God, don't take this.
For me, because I was 25 years on the practice, I was not in a teaching profession. Okay, I was in Dubai like a physician. Okay, with only OPD patients, no teaching. But after joining here, I find it very difficult to update myself. Okay, and I still today I used to go library, and when the professor told me for the taking classes and all, I really first 6 months I struggled a lot. I used to get tension and all, and now I'm fine. But still, this is a learning process. It never ends, and I'm not 001% of our boss, but I will try to do my way, slowly, because age also counts. Brain atrophy.
Actually, your question is a very good one, because that's the reason a lot of problems occur nowadays. Also, you find medical legal issues and other things. Doctors, once as I told, a lot of patients start coming. It's difficult to manage time. That's the reason why I am how stick to the institution. Okay, that will make you read. The purpose of telling that you are our teachers in other way is not like asking you a question, not knowing the answer and getting it from you. That's not like that. But if I am going to take a class for you, I have to read. I have to answer your questions. I have to make your basics clear. So that issue we can't, that thing we can't learn in a private practice. Okay, if a person who is just doing a private practice, it's a rule of thumb that at least 1 hour of his day he has to spend on some reading. Always problem-oriented reading. That's what we tell to our PGs also. For me as such, the institution is the one which updates me. And taking theory class or taking the PG activities, PG classes. And the most important lesson for all the students is problem-oriented reading. If you look at your curriculum, your exam cases, one RST that you will not see again. RSTs are slowly reducing. It's interesting. We had a class today. It's quite interesting, but we're not going to see those cases. But what is more important? You should know how to treat cold cough, at least after becoming MBBS. Are you sure that at this point or after another 6 years you can definitely tell that these are the drugs I can write with the doses? In MBBS, we write drugs, doses, milligrams become micrograms. So that's the thing. You should read something called as problem-oriented reading. You see a case, whatever I know about the case, if 40 admissions are there on one day, 5 may be a problematic cases. Read about them. Such reading doesn't take much time because again, your attention will be very much towards that case. Reading becomes faster. And you are reading that problem related thing, which will help, and you will remember those things for your life. You will not forget such readings. As well as it will benefit your patient also. In fact, my boss, Dr. Kiran, his junior resident's job, first year PG's job is to carry 2 volumes of Harrison, one on this side. He will be walking. In front of patients, he used to tell. It will be like a PG teaching also. Take 1150 page and read what is there in that. Okay. So these are the old physicians who used to keep themselves so much updated. They used to tell by page name, number, some things. It's not possible nowadays, and no need to remember the page also. But what I am telling is read problem-oriented things that will help in keeping yourself updated.
Just reading from one page to the last page.
I need not read what is the physiological aspect of asthma. At this stage, I need not read it. So I should know, I should not read it. I should update. Nothing is there for update there. Neurodrugs in asthma, resistant asthma. That any severe asthmatic cases there, you have seen, you have got, you are reading, you can just read it out. You can update yourself.
Flashcard बना के हमेशा
Yeah, right. We can update ourselves by taking a small printouts of all these things and pasting it, pasting it in all over our house, bathroom, toilet, everywhere. As soon as you see, you read it, you can update. Correct.
So what is the thing that inspires you? This question for both of you. You keep doing so many things, maybe in your profession, maybe outside the profession, day in and out. So what are the things that makes you that yes, I have to do this? What is the thing that inspires you the most?
It's a multiphasic thing. First, in MBBS, you have to do something that inspires you. Once you are MD, I have done my bread, I am studying for so many years, so still my salary is this much, that inspires you. Once you get married, your wife will inspire you. Once you have kids, the kids will keep inspiring you. And that's how a person's life is.
Yes.
Maybe you may get a different answer if you interview two females together. But I think Mama's answer will be the same.
I totally agree with you.
Now already male as such will do something for himself until his marriage. Now probably my shirts, my ties, everything will be bought by my wife. Probably I don't buy anything for me whenever I go to a mall and anywhere. I'll start searching first kids item. I need not search my wife's item already. Just you have to pay the bills. And, yeah, that's an inspiring thing for a male as such. It's a universal rule, law. Your situation, the present situation, inspires you for the next day. And it should be like this, life should be like this. You can't tell that after 5 years I want to do this. You will not get any inspiration there. Short-term goals always keep you moving, and this, whatever inspirations will keep changing every moment. Don't you think?
Sir, there's so many.
Inspiration, no? Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So there's so many things in the world, but always something catches our eye. It amazes us all the time, stuns us. What is such thing for you? It's a question again for both of you.
Very difficult. Many things in the world. Something catches your eyes.
Amazes you all the time.
All the time.
Anything.
Not limited to
You look at something and just stand there.
For me, because maybe it's from my background like that. If any guy who comes in a very poor background, very poor background, and he achieves amazing things, whether it is an academic or sports or whatever this one, and struggles and achieves, wow, he did it. But it really thrills me. And man who so that makes me happy and very much this one really.
At home, my kids, whenever I see them, I feel really blessed. And in my practice, yes, the patients to whom we struggle for months, 2-3 months, then they improve, they come for follow-up, and when they greet us, and they praise us, a lot of people praise me, a lot of people scold me also from behind, and I know he's scolding me also. But this particular situation, when they come for follow-up and tell that you are God to me, you saved our life,
Yeah, because of you, I am here today.
that thrills me really.
बड़ा खुश है
Because whatever the present scenario, medical legal cases, people hitting doctors everywhere, but still there will be some people who will really recognize you when they come back. They may not meet you again, but still. In fact, one of my patients told that they have kept my photo at their house. And this is something no other profession can bring you. No other profession can bring you. Though the rate of such praising things used to be quite a lot when we were PGs, that era. Now it has reduced because it's a profession and partly we are also to blame for it. We also have become more than real ethical people to more of a professionals. Because हम भी रोजी रोटी करना है. But at the end of the day, yes, just met one patient today only in the afternoon, planning to go out for food. So here we had sent him a 29-year-old guy with a massive bleed, intracranial bleed, managed conservatively, was deeply comatose. Rather than this infarcts, this bleed absorbed well. If you tied over the crisis, they made sure dramatic improvement. He came walking and shake his hand with me and he told that, okay, what my God, though we might not have done anything miraculous apart from the routine protocol, but those words will thrill you all the time. At the same time, we get thrilled also by some person telling that you have killed our person also. Yes, we are here for that. And those cases which are there for months, they are spent in lakhs. And if you give them some happiness, that's the moment which thrills us.
You know, I worked 30 years before, almost 30 years before in Chicago. I worked for 3 years. So I am here now almost 2 years now. So the people came to know that I am working in STM. So most of the Chicago patients, they know that I am here. So they are coming me and remembering me, know you treated at that time and this boy is
Mama banda, mama banda.
It really makes me so happy. You know, what those these people are remembering me. At that time, we are the first postgraduates in Chicago. Okay, so we are young and enthusiastic. So the people remember. Still, the humanity and that this gratitude is remaining. That really makes you happy. You know, 30 years they are remembering and coming and saying, "You treated me. Thank you so much." As you say.
Any person who does this profession, we are here for a sort of social service, but we have to service ourselves also. We are on our bed, we have to take care of our family, our kids. Right? I think apart, but every doctor will first work for money. Then he will want to establish himself. Then he will work for fame. Once you have enough money, then you want to become famous. People should recognize you. You want to be in paper, you want to be in TV channels, you want to get introduced by so many people. You have to get this medal, PCRI award. Now those things are coming for this. Those things are coming for money. Is that? So this is like for earning, for fame. Unless you earn, you won't even fame. But in this period, you should never leave your ethics. Our basic goal is to earn happiness, earn your kids' family's happiness also, the main goal. And most important is to keep your patients happy. If they are happy, of course you are going to get the money. And if you are going to get the money and patients' happiness, you are going to get the fame also one day. Then you don't struggle to get a fame. That's one thing is around, something is going on around that you pay for getting recognized. That's a totally wrong message what some of our own doctors are giving.
Total dedication.
If you are doing your work properly, you are going to become famous. My profession is to teach, for which I am still struggling to continue in STM. This was my hobby profession. One thing you asked, like nobody asked me why you joined the institution. He asked why you become MBBS. So when we were MBBS students, we used to see the boss coming for rounds. Behind him, some PG students. Behind him, some interns, some medical students. Used to look like this. Wow. Only for that thing I became a MBBS or a doctor. Yeah. Sometimes you have to leave your happiness for your happiness. We practice from day to night outside. We learn 4 times of this, whatever we are earning in SDM. But everything is not money. You earn money. But enjoy for what reason you have thought of to become a doctor. Stick to that. Automatically your popularity will definitely improve. Isn't it?
Don't chase money and fame, okay? You should be committed and dedication, hard work, class.
Chase happiness, money and
Yes,
everything.
automatically they will all come back. Just behind you only.
So, what is the thing that challenges you the most?
My wife. Joking. Yes, the next day. The next day challenges me the most. Again, I have to start my day. Some good thoughts, some WhatsApp messages. Daily pray God in the night that let Him awaken you the next day morning. So we have to restart the things. Because I am not a person who sets up high goals and I want to achieve this, I want to try more skills, nothing like that. I will just take it day by day. Today, the work done. Next is tomorrow, I have to start the work. I may plan max the next day. I never plan. Sir also knows it. They may tell, okay, we'll have a plan a trip 15 days afterwards. Sir, I'm a guy with a very short plan. What challenges me is the next day.
Sir, what about you?
Because whenever in the morning, as sir told, when we see the patient, every patient is a different. It is not a photocopy or xerox copy of the previous 1 year or 2 years last patient. So every time it is a challenge that everyone knows, especially in our profession. Okay. Each complaint is having another complaint and it's a chain reaction. So every patient is a different patient. So how I will handle that and how I have to handle that one, that is a real challenge.
So can you give us some advice about how we as students and later as doctors are going to deal with people, like, with relatives and when a patient dies? So how do you because I think that is the biggest
For the patient
challenge.
dies when he is alive also.
No, after
It's counseling part.
That's the most difficult issue. That's the most difficult issue.
Counseling part.
And only thing, you put yourself in that relative side. When you are sitting for counseling, always I think that if I am sitting in his place, what may be my mentality? Definitely, if I am to answer, I have to answer one question. If I am there, I would have asked 10 questions. Right? So it is their right to know about their patient status. And most of the problems, conflicts between patient and doctor come when there is improper communication. Eye contact with that attached. If you don't tell him what is the problem which he has in his own understandable way and the possibilities of his recovery and the modalities of treatment, and if he doesn't understand this, there are problems.
We have to go to his level of intelligence and his language or accent or whatever it is. That comes with the practice. That interpersonal relations, this communication skills, That's why you should always talk, share the things, and we should be what's that told?
Never lose temper.
Yeah, that's very important here.
Never scold anybody.
Yes.
Never lose your temper.
Maybe you are inside.
It smells if somebody is died, don't smile. Always be presentable to them. Clear their queries. And the most important way to do it is just as I told you, put yourself in their situation. Then you will never hesitate to answer to any of his queries. And give them time. The most important thing is give them time. And always mention that I am not God. Yes. Okay. And this is my profession. This is the medicines. These are the effects. These are the side effects. I am here to diagnose and treat your patient. Always I tell them that our body is not machine. One bike brand, Splendor. 100 bikes, same parts, same manufacturer, same spare parts, same treatment.
Same defense.
Body, I am not like you. You are like not like she or she is not like her. There is interpersonal differences. Medicines are same. The response to a particular medicine will vary, and there is no part of us in this variation. That variation depends on how immune, how strong is your body or your patient's body, and how much they respond to these medicines. That makes the difference. If your patient understands this point, there is usually no problems.
ಅವರು ತುಂಬಾ ಸಣ್ಣ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಸಿಲ್ಲಿ ಅನ್ಸ್ಬೋದು ಬಟ್ ಇಟ್ಸ್ ವೆರಿ ಇಂಪಾರ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಫಾರ್ ದ್ಯಾಮ್ ತಿಂಡಿ ಅನ್ಬೋದು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿ ನಾನು ಇನ್ನೇನು ಮತ್ತೆ ಕೇಳ್ತೇನೆ ಈಗ ಡೋಂಟ್ ಲೂಸ್ ಯುವರ್ ಟೆಂಪರ್
ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ವಿಲ್ ಆಸ್ಕ್ ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕೊಡೋಣ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಡೇ ಏನು ತಿನ್ನಕ್ಕೆ ಏನು ಕೊಡೋಣ, ಮರುದಿವಸ ತಿನ್ನಲಿಕ್ಕೆ diabetic patient, 30-year-old diabetic, sitting in front of your chamber. Sir, ಪಥ್ಯ ಏನು ಮಾಡಬೇಕು? Stop the gas. ಚಪಾತಿ ರೊಟ್ಟಿ ರಾಗಿದು ತಿನ್ನು, ಅನ್ನ ಕಡಿಮೆ ತಿನ್ನು, ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಬೆಲ್ಲ ತಿನ್ಬೇಡ, ಸಕ್ಕರೆ ಬೆಲ್ಲ ಎರಡು ಕಪ್ ತಿನ್ನೋದು ಏನದು paid for it. Paid for it.
Never lose temper. Never lose temper. Always keep smile on your face.
Maybe you are very upset, but if you really counsel, don't scold your patients, talk with him nicely, be good with your colleagues in the department, at home, you will not fight with your wife. If your kids trouble you, don't feel, this is okay, it's casual, you feel. You will not scold your husbands after marriage. Definitely have a better immunity, understanding. It's already your brain has been eaten up so much. You are ready for it.
So what is that one thing you own but you wish you didn't?
I have, but I should not have it.
Yeah, you think you
That
shouldn't
you
have
regret
it.
buying or
Let's interview with mommy.
Thing where Mama you answer this. Question for you.
Repeat.
What is the thing?
Practically speaking, whatever we own now, we really wanted to have that. And even something which I have, which I mean, it came without my knowledge, still I want to have it. So that which I have and maybe I can't tell why it comes to.
So now we can answer the corollary of
Coronary.
opposite strain, something that you
would like
You
to
like to
have.
have something you don't have but you want to have it.
That I want to own all the brands of cars, top brands, one Mercedes, one Audi, one the Jaguar.
No, I actually buy this one. I want to have that one, this one. I cross that line. Okay?
Now he wants one, what, Bhagwan ka room, kya होता है उसको? देव room, one mala.
वो मोबाइल के साथ हमारा दोस्ती अच्छा नहीं. And for me, whatever I have, I'm very happy with that one. And that zeal or that desire of having that one, I really crossed that one. I really crossed. Now whatever I'm having, I'm really happy with that one.
Before the time gets out, I want to tell you, always marry Madiko.
Yeah.
Marry Madiko. Right? I'm going into very controversial subject. Suddenly I'm going to a very controversial. I was afraid that you may not ask me this question, so I'm coming out with the answer. Now you ask the question.
Why is that one
Yes. Yes. Now it becomes like a debatable issue. Half come on this side, half on this side. Actually, see, we were telling till now that our busy profession. We start our day so much, we work this thing, emergencies, night time calls. Still, you can enjoy it. Imagine your wife or your husband, who is not a medical, maybe an engineer or any other profession. Suddenly you start receiving 10 calls in the night. Whatever amount they think that, no, pyar hai, love makes you forget all the problems and everything. And believe me, love will be very short-lived after marriage. Kids, life, everything will go on. Married with love, marriage without love, everything will be the same.
3 to 5 years.
Yeah, 5 years, everything will be the same. So see that you choose the right person. I mean, it may be a subject to put on record or not, I don't know. But yes, you will have a, like, for me, my wife, I become a driver after 10 o'clock. Because no driver wants to work also after 10 o'clock. She's a gynecologist. She will sit like this at home on full dilatation here. Yes, sit there and start driving the vehicle. Because I enjoy that also. I know how to sleep in the duty doctor's room because I have really spent my 3 years of PG this thing, not in my hostel rooms, in the patient's beds, in the hospital rooms, and wherever I can sleep. So I know as soon as I sleep there, I will get in fact better sleep than at my home. So similarly, she also, if my patient starts calling at 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock, she will be understanding the things. She may put one more pillow on her head and she may sleep. But she will not get disturbed by that and it doesn't become a conflict. I am not telling for any other reason, but for a professional reason. Your partner will 100% understand you better if he is also in the same boat.
Yes, perfect.
That's it. You add the question and add the answer.
Sir, what is the best moment of your life, sir?
From my life, yeah, when I had my baby in my hand for the first time, because I told you I hate gynae posting. Gynae. And I told my wife also, choose any subject, because my wife did her degree, specialization after marriage. I supported her to finish her. My father-in-law is a very good man. He told Madhya After marriage, she told on the first night, I want to become a lawyer, do something. What? Then yes, I accepted that and she did her after I joined STM rather. I got forgot the question. Yeah, so I told that we had a very bad problem in the first around 7 months IUD. Like a doctor I told always are bad patients. But never do so after some years again I got the rest aspect. And I actually didn't know how to hold a baby, the medicine. Then maybe the medicine people. Then I asked the ayah who got the baby out, how to hold. Keep your hand like this, hand like this. And that's the best, most precious moment of my life. For anybody else.
For me, when my daughter get the admission for the American university, it was amazing feeling because as I told you, a small village person, and where my daughter is going to study in America. So that was a dream come true for me, and I was so happy, and I was started crying. So really, it made me so happy, and thank God she did a wonderful job and finally succeeded. So that gives me immense happiness.
And my thinking is, this best moment of our life should keep changing.
Yes.
That will keep you moving. Maybe that doesn't mean that other 3-4 kids I will have.
And sir, what was the most embarrassing moment of your life?
Teacher about that.
Think I will think you up. No problem. I'm with you.
And it is that much fun.
We got embarrassed. We made everybody embarrassed. How many people have made feel that embarrassment? I can tell a big list. This is a very tough question that when we felt embarrassed. Very tough question. We'll come to that afterwards. Next.
Or you can tell us how many people you
You
have.
I tell how many people I can make embarrassed.
That is a big list.
So,
Basically, I don't really feel embarrassed. Maybe in these few days especially. Maybe a long event.
But we won't take the things very seriously. We are
Very
easy
going.
going. No problem.
Even if it's embarrassing, we enjoy that moment.
बात नहीं किया बहुत अच्छा है.
Even in embarrassment, we think that okay, actually, so that may be the reason we laugh at that moment. We don't feel really. But you all have done a dissection, individual dissections. They used to dissect and show you.
yes.
We have given very good, strong man with a dead body anatomy. And first time, wow, we are very ready. Nice body, they have got them. We used to tease other people, they tera kaisa hai, mera dekh. First we got a scalpel, one with that side. Somebody stole my before I can cut anything, they stole. Then we made it a habit. Okay. Next day, during the break, there used to be a break in another dissection. You can go eat something and come back like that. We used to not go skalile. At the end, we finished our posting. We used to have 10 scalpels and more that dissection set. We just first day there was something called a lower limb, subcutaneous tissue and nerves. Okay, he was telling that. We were so enthusiastic to cut that. At least put the knife on that. Just we cut that portion and we removed that flap with sartorius. And we have kept those fat and with a small forceps we are searching somewhere. Our anatomy professor came. He was also looking from here to what something. Still searching, sir. Donate this body to me. No, you are not worth it. You are wasting somebody. What happened? We didn't understand. What is this? You know, he's handing it. Nobody get in his hand. This is sartorius. Yeah, maybe, but it's just a joke. I don't remember when I remember.
Next question.
Yes.
So, describe SDM in 5 words.
kids to study here. It's really amazing working here.
Off record.
No, on record only.
On record only. There's no off record.
No, on record only. And I never imagined when Kanusmarsnalli ನಾನು ಎನಿಸಿದ್ದಲ್ಲ, I will come and work in this institute. Okay. And
Only 5 hours now.
5 hours. It's not like sentences. Oh, sorry.
ಈ ಕನಸಿದು ಮನಸ್ಸಿದು ಎಲ್ಲ ನೋಡಿ.
What you told it is amazing institute, wonderfully organized and academically updated, and very what you call the ethnic background and this one. So very peaceful.
Yeah, we feel really, to the heart, we really feel blessed to work.
Yes.
Not a single day anybody troubled us.
Yes.
Nobody questioned me anything. Always they stand towards us when there is conflict between doctor and patients. They don't stand all the time with the patients, and some institutions do that. They isolate the doctor. They are helpful. Your salary comes every month, first or second.
After my almost 60 years of my age, I landed in the right place for my rest of my life.
Yeah, and for students also, yes. A lot of institutes I have seen directly or we go for as an examiner. Okay. This is the hospital where the medical college is secondary for them. The hospital is primary. And once the hospital runs well, full of patients, the medical college automatically gets a lot of patients, students, and lot of patients and teaching material for the students. Whereas most of the other colleges which I have seen, they run the hospital for the sake of the college. They don't concentrate on the college. Here, whatever you give, this thing I want for. Our MD sir never refuses to provide us that. So we really feel blessed working here. And as a students, I hope you are also feeling the same way.
So who would you like to be reincarnated as, and why?
Why?
No, not that. No, I can't copy him right now. Wow, increase my heart. I want to become a lady in my next life.
Why?
Any specific place?
I always like to allow females. I love getting loud also. Now you enjoyed your life as a male. You
Yeah.
have to enjoy it as a female. But human only.
Yeah.
I want to be a child all the time. I don't want to grow up. Not crossing 12 years. Chiranjeevi.
But your age right now. My dream at your age will be the same. Anybody who is 60 always feel like you should be like that. Again, cut the age. But yeah, in this regard, I always want to be like him. Maybe after 20 years, how we will be. After another 20 years, how you will be. But he's blessed with the health and the energy. God should give him this forever.
Thank you, sir.
Tell something to me also.
So one question for you. I'm sure you get a lot of compliments about your impeccable dressing style. All of us admire it. And so what is it that drives you to do that that style icon image that you've created here?
I hate clumsy. That is the basic thing. I cannot tolerate this one. I'm from the student days. I'm so neat in my rooms, Even I was wearing, from the internship started wearing this tie, And last time when we went to cover camp, I was wearing that. Then everybody was asking why you were That is such a hot, humid place. I cannot come out without tie. So I really love dressing and I enjoy it. I really enjoy it. That's why all the time conflict and jagda both होता है घर में. And नहीं ये चलता है नहीं चलता है. You have to wear proper dress.
Shall I tell you another thing? When you are 20, 30, okay, you want to be like what you are. Sirs is different. I'm not getting for it. He from beginning is like this. We have seen his younger days photos also. He's well dressed all the time. But for others, when you are young, you are young. When you becomes old, from 30 to 40, it's a universal thing. You still feel okay, once you cross 40, that's the time you will start, you should feel good, look good, you should dress well. And this change happens probably in everybody. If you are a girl now sitting like this, imagine after another 10, 12 years afterwards, you will definitely try more efforts to dress yourself than what you are doing now. Am I right? It happens. The age makes you look, in fact, better.
And you, when you present yourself in a perfect way, your level of confidence definitely improves. The level of confidence, the way of presentation, and of course it gives a different little hut cake.
Don't ask this question to me. I'm totally opposite character in this. This we are wearing after he started. I still remember a day when he just put it on my neck. But yeah, I'm very much easygoing. I'm very poor in keeping the things at one place. My rooms are my hostel rooms. Like I enjoy that. And I don't think these things, whatever are like that, they should. Only thing, you should not get into a situation where your wife comes like mama's mentality and thankfully that's not possible in my house. Small things we search 10 times in the morning, where it is, I take care of. You search, me search.
Sir, and though in different shades, you're both wearing.
Surprising, really. I didn't know actually.
You people had called us for.
I forgot.
So we came in pink.
Men in pink.
Thank God at least this color is good.
Yeah, we are really totally matching. Huh?